As a lot of you know, I teach English lessons on a website called iTalki for extra cash. And over the past 2 months, I've seen the amount of lesson requests explode. In fact, the amount of money that I'll be making on lessons for the past 2 months is going to be several $100s. In this video, I want to talk about why I teach on iTalki, how you can become a teacher on iTalki, and why I love it so much. My name is Caleb, and you're watching The Future Millionaire Teacher. I'm making this video because I have a lot of friends who are teachers that have messaged me about teaching lessons on iTalki. In fact, anybody can be a teacher on iTalki. iTalki is a language learning website. I found it a couple years ago when I wanted to start taking Spanish lessons. I quickly realized that I could be teaching English lessons on the website. The website has two types of teachers, a community tutor and a professional teacher. A community tutor could be anybody, a native speaker, or just anybody that wants to teach a language. But I am able to be a professional teacher. A professional teacher has some sort of certification. I'm a certified teacher in the state of Texas and I have an education degree, so iTalki has deemed that I am qualified to be a professional teacher. All of my teacher friends that have teaching certificates or education degrees can be professional teachers and can make serious money on iTalki. For example, I'm charging $14 an hour for conversational English lessons. Right now, as we deal with the coronavirus, billions of people find themselves inside and not able to do their normal summertime activities. I'm finding that a lot of people are finally getting around to learning their second language, many of whom are people who want to learn English. For example, I've had several students who are wanting to learn English so they can work in call centers that have been outsourced to their countries. But they need conversational practice. I'm only a band director. I'm not a certified English teacher, but I'm still able to help all of these people learn English. They just need somebody to practice with, and they are willing to pay. One of the things that I like about the iTalki marketplace is that it is wide open. You can set your curriculum, you can set your hours, you can set your pay. So if you want to teach only beginners and you have a highly specialized curriculum, you can do that. Or if you're like me and you only want to teach adults, casual conversation, you can do that also. If you're an English teacher or an ESL teacher, or you have some sort of alternative certification in preparing students for language tests, there's a market for that. If you're just a regular teacher that wants to make some extra money over summer break, there's a market for that. I know that during the school year, I usually teach at night and sometimes on the weekend. If you want to do that, there's a market for that. The application process to become an iTalki teacher is really simple. Send in your resume and any teaching certificates that you might have. For example, I sent in a screenshot of my Texas teaching certificate and a letter from my principal stating that I was a certified teacher. I also sent in a transcript and a copy of my degree in education. It took about 2 weeks for iTalki to get back to me, and after that I was quickly able to set up my profile. The most important thing about your profile is the video. You want to make sure that you speak clearly in your video and that you're going to explain in detail what your lessons are going to be about. In my video, I was certain to speak in English and Spanish so that the Spanish native speakers would see that I speak Spanish and feel more comfortable taking lessons with me. There's tons of profile videos that you can sift through and figure out how to make your own profile video. But the profile video for sure is the most important thing besides your price point on how you'll get students. Now, I have been teaching lessons for a little over a year, and I noticed that within the past 2 or 3 months, the amount of lessons that I have been teaching has exploded. Obviously, coronavirus plays into this. I also think that one of the things that contributed to the amount of lessons that I was teaching was the way that I structured my package and pricing. I had been offering just hour-long lessons, but the website gives you the ability to teach half-hour and 45-minute lessons. As soon as I created a half an hour and a 45-minute option, along with the ability to buy those lessons in bulk at a discount, the amount of lessons that I booked increased instantly, nearly overnight in fact. There are other language learning websites out there. In fact, there are other language learning websites out there where you can probably make more money. But for me, I like the freedom and flexibility that iTalki offers. I set my own curriculum, I teach when I want, and I can charge the rate that I want. The other websites don't necessarily offer that kind of flexibility and freedom, specifically with scheduling curriculum. Finally, one of the biggest reasons I like teaching on iTalki is I like meeting people from across the world. I've learned about Russian culture, Russian cuisine. I've learned about Venezuelan culture. I've learned about Chilean culture. I've learned about Brazilian politics and geography. I've learned about Mexican politics and Mexican geography. Overall, I can't think of a better way to make extra money on the side. I don't have to leave my house. I just have conversations and I don't have to do any extra work. I know a lot of you have been asking me about teaching on iTalki, so I wanted to make this video as a way to help you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.